Parts of speech are fundamental categories into which words are divided based on their functions in sentences. These categories help us understand how words work together to convey meaning, making our communication clear and effective. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of grammar. In this video, we're going to explore the concept of parts of speech and take a closer look at two specific categories, pronouns and adjectives. We'll discuss what they are, their functions, and how they make our sentence more concise and descriptive. Understanding parts of speech is essential for mastering grammar and improving your writing and speaking skills. Think of them as the building blocks of language, each serving a unique role in constructing sentences. Each part of speech plays a crucial role in sentence structure and meaning. By understanding and correctly using these categories, we can construct sentences that are not only grammatically correct, but also rich in meaning and expression. There are 8 main parts of speech, each with its own distinct function. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. So, let's explore these fascinating parts of speech in more detail, pronouns and adjectives. Let's see pronouns first. Pronouns are incredibly useful words in the English language that take place of the nouns to avoid repetition and make sentences more concise. Instead of repeating the same noun over and over, we can use pronouns to refer back to the noun, which helps to streamline our sentence and make them clear and easier to read. For example, consider the sentences John went to the store, John bought some apples, John paid for the apples. These sentences are correct, but the repeated use of John and apples can make them sound repetitive and cumbersome. By using pronouns, we can simplify the sentences like this. John went to the store, he bought some apples, he paid for them. These pronouns, he and them, refer back to John and apples, making the sentences more concise and easier to follow. There are several types of pronouns, each serving a different function. These are personal pronouns. These refer to specific people or things, like I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. Possessive pronouns. These show ownership like my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. Reflexive pronouns. These refer back to the subject of the sentence, like myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, and themselves. Relative pronouns. These introduce dependent clauses like who, whom, whose, which, and that. Next, let's discuss adjectives. Adjectives are recited words that describe or modify nouns or pronouns, adding detail and specificity to our sentences. They enhance our language by providing more information about the objects, people, places, or ideas we are discussing. Adjectives help paint a clearer picture in the reader's or listener's mind, making our communication more vivid and engaging. Adjectives answer questions like which one, what kind, and how many. By doing so, they allow us to be more precise in our descriptions. Here are some examples. Which one? Adjectives can specify particular items or people. For example, this book, that car, those shoes, those children. In these cases, the adjectives this, that, this, and those help to identify specific nouns. What kind? Adjectives can describe the qualities or characteristics of nouns. For example, a happy child, a blue sky, a tall building, a delicious cake. The adjectives happy, blue, tall, and delicious provide more detail about the nouns they modify, helping us understand what kind of child, sky, building, or cake is being referred to. How many? Adjectives can indicate quantity or number. For example, 3 apples, many options, several students, few mistakes. The adjectives 3, many, several, and few tell us how many of the nouns there are, giving us a clearer picture of the situation. There There are several types of adjectives, each serving a different function in our sentences. Descriptive adjectives. They describe qualities or states of being, like happy, blue, or tall. Quantitative adjectives. These indicate quantity, like some, many, or few. Demonstrative adjectives. These point out specific things like this, that, this, and those. Possessive adjectives. These show ownership like my, your, his, her, its, and their. Adjectives come in various forms and can be used in different positions within a sentence. They can appear before the noun they modify, as in a red apple, or after a linking verb, as in the apple is red. Adjectives can also be used in comparative and superlative forms to compare two or more things. For example, tall becomes taller in the comparative form and tallest in the superlative form. She is taller than her brother, and he is the tallest in the class. Understanding and using parts of speech effectively is essential for clear and engaging communication. Today, we focused on pronouns and adjectives, two vital parts of speech that help us avoid repetition and add detail and enrich our sentences. Pronouns replace nouns to make our language more concise, while adjectives provide the specificity that brings our descriptions to life. By mastering these parts of speech, we can construct sentences that are not only grammatically correct, but also expressive and vivid. I hope this presentation has given you a deeper understanding of the importance and functions of pronouns and adjectives. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or would like to learn more about the other parts of speech, feel free to reach out. Happy learning and have a wonderful day!